What's good, YouTube? Free My Productions here, man. Coming at you with another video. All right, man. We finna react to some DJ Akademiks, man, because I just got word that Pooh Shiesty has just got arrested for robbing and kidnapping Gucci, man. I couldn't believe the title when I read it. So apparently this is a real thing. So we finna hear DJ Akademiks break the news right now, man, to see what's going on, because I still don't know what the hell's going on, to be honest. But let's go. What's going on, DJ?
And it appears that the Department of Justice has now taken to a press conference, and that's what I'm saying. Once they're doing a press conference, they usually put out press releases to the public. But they're doing press conferences because this is the slam dunk. You get it? In their minds. Real quick, everybody get up in here. We are covering this story live. It really just broke.
So Pooh Shiesty and his people...
I was kicking it on Kick for a bit. And
Rob Gucci, man.
Realized this came down the pipeline.
And apparently kidnapped him. Wasn't Pooh signed to Gucci, man?
Okay.
I don't know if he still is or not. I'm not sure.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas.
Damn.
8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr.
Well, I guess that, daddy? You know, I was with Pooh Shiesty on they should make him the face of the Nike Shiesty. I guess that's how to win, right?
Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas.
Now, I hate that I'm pausing it a little bit, but January 10th, again, if we're thinking about the timing of all this, when did First Day Out drop? We should think about that.
Yeah, when did Pooh Shiesty get out?
We're going to have to figure out the narrative later on. First Day Out, that was dropped in December. So what probably happens,
he got out in December,
is that they haven't been, this happens a lot. This is why Bobby Shmurda had to get off Epic. A rapper gets locked up, the label, it's out of sight, out of mind. They're not going to still send money to your mama, to your daddy, to everybody who's with you. And if your account in terms of music, if that dries up and they don't have a lot of money there, they're not going to reinvest into an artist that's incarcerated. So you know what usually happens, chat? That artist feels away. It's like how Blueface said, I know I'm comparing it to Blueface, but remember, you know how Blueface said he can't forgive one of his baby mamas because she wasn't there for him? So Pooh Shiesty probably gets out, goes to the halfway house, and he has some resentment for 1017. They probably weren't there. Even though supposedly in his first interview, he actually kind of did say, did he say Gucci was there? But regardless, when he gets out, he drops a hit. He's probably thinking, these niggas didn't hold me down when I was locked down. They ain't funding nothing. They're not giving me nothing.
Oh,
why they gonna eat at the table with me? And they probably approached him to say, yo, you know what? Gotti been doing some stuff for us. We want to leave. There's a beef between Gotti, long-standing beef between Gotti and Gucci. Gucci's like, nah. Gucci's like, yo, we could probably give you better terms, but we're not letting you out of this contract.
He won't out the contract.
One of the things about music contracts that's different than most contracts is, like, for example, a basketball contract. When you sign for 5 years, if you get locked up for 6 years on your second year in the contract, when you get out of jail, that contract is over. That contract is void. The contract is not, it's based on time, not actually deliverables that are staggered. The thing with music contracts, it's usually staggered based on deliverables in terms of albums. So yeah, you get locked up, essentially the contract gets paused. So you don't come out and be like, nah, man, this contract was supposed to be done in 5 years. I'm free. So that's kind of a running theory I got right now.
Yeah,
but
you still own
just to
albums.
let you know the dates, December 12th, he drops First Day Out, the music video. And a month later, he meets up with Gucci Man on January 10th, they said. And that's when the robbery occurs. So his song's already buzzing. Let me go back. I'm trying to not interrupt.
Has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims.
Okay.
Now, this is going to be a big source
DJ
of conversation.
on it right now, though.
Gucci Man
He's on it.
Is listed as a victim. Now, a lot of times what happened in this rap community...
Yeah, Gucci didn't come out and say nothing, did he?
Oh, this guy got stripped down after a dice game. This guy got robbed at the dice game. This guy, he up fire on this guy. And, yo, he shot at those dudes. And nothing much comes out of it. And sometimes, obviously, the first thing is you don't want to cooperate, right? Because being a snitch is almost like a scarlet letter. The second thing is...
Yeah.
People don't want to wear that victim tag, that victim label. Right? They don't want to... Shit, remember when I was covering the Big U thing, and I said, well, Wack, they say you're like one of the victims. They got an incident where Big U supposedly did something to you, and he started barking at me. Guys from the streets, guys are like in music, that are portraying this tough image, they don't ever want to be the victim on paper. Okay? So that's a huge deterrent from them ever talking to the cops. Now, did Gucci talk to the cops? This is going to be a big conversation we're going to have.
He probably did.
Now,
he
Gucci's
was
from Atlanta.
He just didn't talk to the streets.
Is he slithering away with the rest of the slimes? I'm not, my bad. I mean, is he slithering away? We don't know. But he is from Atlanta, so if I had to log in a call sheet and make a prediction, it's Atlanta. We know how we get down in Atlanta. In the A,
he called Atlanta rats.
We know.
Atlanta people
However,
rats.
I digress. Let me get back to
because of
Mr.
Young Thug?
Boyd, I think that's his name.
Industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men
I ain't heard about
were inside the recording studio,
my first time hearing
Williams
this.
Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover.
Okay. Now, I know I'm trying not to pause it, but we got to break down.
I'm about to say, come on now.
The indictment. Once we get the indictment, it'll be on screen. Remember, this is a complaint. We're assuming that there's a grand jury indictment, but regardless, there's a complaint by a federal agent, and the AUSA is presenting this. So we would think that it would hit an indictment already, which means we're scouring Pacer. We're going to see when it's released. Should be shortly, because they did a press conference.
And Pooh just got out, too, man. You going right back, bro?
Chat. This is another thing when you deal with, like, these gangster rappers. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be nervous going to any business meeting where 8 people got to be in a room. If you got to do a meeting with 8 individuals in and around the vicinity. You see, my business means is, oh, let's go get lunch. Let's get on Zoom. That's the best one. Let's do this over some coffee.
Yeah, let's do this in a public place or something. Especially if you feel like they're being oppy. And then secondly, too, man, these niggas are trying to bring back Death Row. It seems like Pooh and them just don't care, man. Dude, you gotta be smarter than that, bro. I gotta meet your whole crew? Nah, bro, this is business. Nah, man. We gonna meet somewhere public.
You don't go to discuss business with 8 individuals. Now, I do think
that's a Death Row type.
That's
that's 90s Death Row right there.
Say, no, we didn't plan to go do some stuff. I roll around with 8 people everywhere. And also, the place we met wasn't like some corporate office. When we go to the studio, we always 8 deep. That might work. That might work. Let's keep it going, chat.
Terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to...
Oh, wow. Now, I know y'all saying just let it play, but I got to point out these things. In my mind, what happened is Pooh Shiesty know he's on papers. He's on house. He's on halfway house type of situation. Halfway house is last 6 months of your release. you get to kind of like be outside of whatever for for like half the day, but you have to come back and sleep at the halfway house. It's like getting you reacclimated to society. The reason this meeting took place in Dallas is because he's in Dallas. Okay? So, essentially, he shows up to this thing. He knows he's in a halfway house. I would think that, in my little small brain, I thought the niggas just start doing shit, and that's why you gotta have people you control. And he's going along with it because, bro, you're shiesty, you come from the streets. But according to prosecutors, they're saying Pooh Shiesty kicked it off. He upped the Draco. What up? Man, fuck all that talking, man. Sign that shit right now. Fuck all that. We ain't doing no negotiation. Fuck a deal point, nigga. You gonna catch this hollow point. What's up? Sign this shit, nigga. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, nigga. So they're saying that Shiesty kicked it off first. Yo, Shiesty and Dirk, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was probably like, Shiesty, Dirk, and King Von is like, it's like the big three. Like the real niggas of the industry. Like whatever.
Nah, I'm sorry, man. That's not real, man. That's dumb. Dude, you can't rob and kidnap somebody and force your way out of a country.
Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint.
That's some shit. The
remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness.
Damn.
Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader
Yo, Chad, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, if I'm Big 30, I'm so mad. Yo, if y'all gonna tell a story, what's my motto? If we gonna tell it, we gotta tell it all. How you gonna, Big 30's role in the criminal indictment for the robbery and kidnapping of Gucci Man is that this fat nigga is so big they just put him in the doorway as a block. They just put him there just to hold the door. Yo, this nigga is so fat. They didn't say, imagine y'all tooled up. Everybody got y'all guns?
Hold door.
Yo, y'all got y'all shiesties? I bet. You about to get this Gucci Man aside.
Hold door.
Yo, Big 30's like, what's my role in this shit? Your role? Nigga, just stand in the doorway. That's it. That's your job, okay? Stand in the doorway. That's your job. That's hilarious.
Cash and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense,
he's done.
as alleged for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida.
That's Pooh.
Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm.
Well, that's done.
His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint,
whole family done.
Within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims.
You're not bragging on social media, are you?
The charging document outlines some of the evidence.
Yo, niggas could never stop nigging, huh?
Yeah. Dude, why would you do
They
that?
get out of the studio.
You just
they
robbed
went to
somebody.
social media to post the proof that
and
they
you
did
showing the
robbery.
evidence.
Yo, here's the chain I took. Here it is right here. Niggas.
And DJ Akademiks, you boosting it up but calling them the big three, man. You making it seem like this is some real shit. This is not real, dude. Dog, this is dumb. It's not real, it's dumb. Real stuff, you get away with it. And you do it smart. That's real. You just doing ignorant shit and getting caught. That's not real, man. You just doing ignorant stuff and getting caught. Bruh. You robbed this dude. You got him to sign a contract like this is Suge Knight, Death Row, or Big Red from the Five Heartbeats. Hanging niggas over the balcony and stuff. Then you get on social media and you brag about it. You let the world know what you just did.
Of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows. Electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location.
Oh my God.
Dude, you had
They
an ankle
basically said
monitor
the
on,
nigga had the ankle monitor on
and they knew you
at
was
the
there.
robbery.
Dear Lord.
Yo, you might as well just FaceTime the feds, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
hey, I'm robbing this bank right now.
At this point, why are you signing yourself out of contract? You going to jail, my guy. Forget the contract. Your freedom's done. Dude, by the time you got out of jail this time, nobody want to hear you rapping. You're going to be in your 50s or 60s or whatever. How old you is? I think you're young. Dude, you finna do fed time, my guy. You gone. You're gone. It's over. You and your daddy. Done.
Grade A niggatry. I love this shit.
Of course, DJ did
The
this.
charging document outlines some of the evidence, just
Agent of
some,
Chaos.
establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows. Electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions.
Done.
Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel
Dear God.
of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants...
This is interesting. Now, chat, I'm going to tell you why I'm pausing. I'm going to tell you it's interesting. It looked like the feds was up on this immediately. What does that tell me? It tells me that
they were monitoring
one
you.
of the victims, I think they're claiming it's 3 victims, so it was Gucci and 2 other people. Somebody cooperated quick. Or
They were monitoring him.
Pooh Shiesty was rolling around with the nigga that's working. Meaning that guy is, he working with the feds and he's going to be flipping and he's telling me, yo, them niggas just did a robbery today. 'Cause this is a little bit odd. They're up on this shit mad quick. Usually they got to go back and post, and by the time they get back, most security cameras rewrite itself after like 30 days. Like, they don't have enough spaces.
Well, this ain't quick because this happened back in January, and they just now letting everything out. So
a vehicle that was used by the group.
We're trying to indict
Surveillance
him.
footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed.
Myron, what up?
Yo, what up, bro? I see you on stream, man. This guy, Pooh Shiesty, hasn't learned his fucking lesson, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, man. The feds was up on this one. I ain't going to
I
lie.
can't
I
stand
think
Myron,
as
man.
soon as the feds heard the first 2 lines, fuck the feds, I think they said, all right, let's build another case. They did this pretty quick. They got surveillance footage. They got it down to a T.
Bro, dude, this is so fucking bad because he just got out of jail for like a similar crime. Dude, if he gets convicted this time, he's cooked.
the way I see it.
Here's what I'm saying. But I don't know if, are you home or are you at your spot?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I just, you want to jump on a mic or something like that? Or
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna watch this, but later on, because I do have some questions for you. Usually, like, say things like this, I'm surprised they didn't sit on it. Like, this happened 2 months ago, right? They're kind of hitting this really quickly. They could have probably said, all right, this guy's back.
Because they got enough
Let's sit on
evidence.
it,
If they got
right?
enough evidence, they ain't got to sit on
Also,
nothing.
I
Just
think
get 'em
the
up,
element
pack 'em
that
up.
hip hop is going to be concerned about is Gucci. Like, they're wondering, for you to be a victim, are you cooperating, or could they, without your consent, just name you as a victim? And could they even pursue charges if none of the victims, supposedly it's 3, if none of the victims actually even,
Okay, so that's actually an excellent question. So if Gucci decides not to cooperate with the government,
Hold on, wait. I don't want to hold people in suspense, but I got to. Hop on all your equipment and everything. We'll kind of do it like how we do our shit, and we could do a proper breakdown. It'll probably take.
All right. It's a lot going on. I ain't finna listen to all this. Well, I'm finna listen to it on my personal time, but that's the gist of it. I'm getting pretty much the gist of it. What happened? Um, Pooh Shiesty, his dad, and a couple other members, pretty much got Gucci Man to come down to Dallas because what's his name was on house arrest or whatever, or halfway house, whatever. He got Gucci Man to come down, I guess, to talk about his contract. And while he was there, they decided to rob him. Slash, I guess you consider it a kidnapping if he can't leave, if you forcing him to stay against his will. So I guess that is like a kidnapping, forcing him to sign some documents to get you out your contract. Then you rob him, and yeah. So police got all the evidence they need. They got you at the place at the time. They got camera footage. You monitor, man. You got an ankle monitor on. Everything's done. And then I'm pretty sure somebody in Gucci Man, if not Gucci Man himself, cooperated with the attack. Gucci Man, he's not in the streets like that. He's not a street dude like that no more, man. This dude, Gucci Man, is older. What, he's like in his 40s? In the 40s now? He's an older guy, family man, and he has mental issues. What was his wife already came out and said that, she take care of all the business because Gucci Man literally is mentally ill. He's mentally ill, where sometimes he can't take care of himself. That mentally ill. So you pretty much just robbed the mental ill guy, man. But with all that being said, man, this wasn't smart. Kids, don't be no Pooh Shiesty, man. Cause you did all this thinking you had a future in music. Your future's in jail, bro. You did all that thinking that somehow this is like GTA, where this you can just pull guns on people like this is Death Row or the Five Heartbeats with Big Red, and you can just sign your way out of contracts, and then rob them and then brag about it, dude. You're never leaving jail, bro. Your rap career is done. It's done. All right, man. With that being said, man, you guys comment down below, man. Let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. Shout out DJ Akademiks, man, for breaking that down. Uh, sad, man. It's sad, man. But yeah, man. You guys subscribe to the channel, man. Freedom of Production, man. Sub up and thumbs up. And like always, man, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.
Hey, Clarence, wake up. The show is over.
Oh yeah, kick it.